The sound.
The sound of the county. And all the music you love. BBC Radio Somerset.
Let's head off a little bit further than Somerset now, and obviously not if you're driving or operating heavy machinery, but deep breaths in. Think of that far, far away planet where COVID doesn't exist. Can anybody take us there? This evening, you should be able to see the spectacle that is Mars, like you won't see again for the next 15 years. This is the time when it is closest to Earth. I hope I'm saying this right. Josh Dury, our astronomer from Wales, can put me right. Morning, Josh.
Good morning, Claire. How are you and your listeners doing?
Hopefully we're all right, and hopefully, well, will we get to see a spectacle tonight? What's happening?
Well, fingers crossed. If the weather's clear, you'll be given an amazing view of the red planet, the planet Mars. So from this evening, Mars is going to be at opposition. And this is a term used by astronomers when the Sun, the Earth, and the planet Mars will be in a straight line. And this is when Mars will be at opposition. So this is a period of time when Mars will appear at its closest to Earth. And this means that we're able to see some fascinating details on the surface of the red planet. And it was only last week, on the 6th of October, that Mars was actually at its closest approach to Earth. And so this is the first time in 15 years where astronomers like myself have been able to see the red planet in all its splendor, to observe the surface details like the polar ice caps, the red dusty surface, and some amazing features on the red planet.
You'll be able to get that detail.
Yes, very much. And especially if you use a telescope, and probably a telescope no bigger than 4 inches in diameter, you'll be able to resolve some of those surface details. And it was the planet that originally got me into astronomy, so it makes it more special.
So you've been waiting a long time for this?
I have been, yes, because it's Mars at the moment, during its opposition, favours the northern hemisphere, and this is where the planets will appear much higher in the skies, especially above the UK, whereas other years it's dominated the southern hemisphere. And it's good to observe now because we'll be viewing through less layers of the Earth's atmosphere, which means our views are technically sharper. So now is the time, if you're interested, to go out and have a look.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, Josh, I love getting you on because you're the expert. I'm so dumb when it comes to this kind of stuff, because I will look out for things and I'll think, oh, is that a meteorite? And it's a bird that's just flown under a lamppost, you know? I never really know where to look or if I'm looking at the right thing. Oh, is that the North Star? No, it's a satellite. What do we need to look out for so that we know we're actually seeing it? Will it be obvious?
Right, okay then. So it is the brightest object in the southeast at the moment. So you want to be looking from sundown, and the planet Mars will appear very low on the horizon. It's the brightest object in that part of the night sky. It's an amazing bright orange colour. And if you're going to go as far as to use a telescope, I would personally recommend that you look from 9 o'clock afterwards, because as I discussed, it creeps higher into the sky, and that's the time to look through a telescope. But it's the brightest object and you cannot miss it.
Right. Will there, as you said, will there be sort of a reddish glow? I mean, we know it as the red planet, but will it look like the sun, or will it look like a red planet?
It will literally be a very strong orangey tint or a glow. And yeah, you can't miss it. It's the brightest object. It's brighter than some of the other solar system planets at the moment. So you can't miss it in the sky. It is just beautiful to look at. I love it.
Do you think even if there is a little bit of cloud, because it's that low, we'll still see it?
I personally think you will, yes. As long as you've got a gap in the clouds, that is all you need, honestly. From the time I've been an astronomer, my battle against the clouds has always been my number one issue. So as long as you've got that bit of clear skies, you will be fine. And yeah, just enjoy it, because it won't be happening for quite a long time afterwards, at least for another 15 years. So now is the time to be looking up to enjoy this spectacular celestial event.
It's amazing. We were laughing actually about, because it will be 2035 the next time this happens.
Correct.
And myself and Carrie Ann, who's reading our news today, the pair of us will both be turning 50. So we said that we'd have this massive space party gathering where we can celebrate it all. I've just had a message here from Luigi saying, will it work with binoculars?
Binoculars, oh my goodness, get binoculars, any sort of optical instrument, and get looking up, because that is the point, especially when you use binoculars, that you'll realise that this bright red object isn't actually a star but a planet, because you can resolve pretty much a planetary surface, so it's distinguishable between a star and a planet, and you may even be able to resolve some surface details. But I still strongly recommend that if you want to have a chance at trying to see the ice caps and the dust lanes, that you have a look through telescopes.
It's amazing. Josh, you take some beautiful photographs as well. Remind us of your website.
So my website is www.joshduryphotomedia.com, and I'm also on social media on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, indeed. Like I say, I know you share those images on Twitter as well. Lovely articles being written about you too. In recently, the Bristol Mag, what was that like to open up and see your face?
Oh my goodness, yeah, well, that was very exciting. There's been lots of developments recently with the International Dark Sky Association, which is the work I'm doing to raise public awareness of the dark sky movement and awareness of light pollution and mega satellite constellations. And really, it couldn't be a more important time now than to be raising awareness of the night sky, as I've mentioned previously, about light pollution and the satellites. So that's why I'm setting up my own astronomy organisation called Space for All, which is to actively promote practical astronomy and to engage members from all backgrounds. Because even in my time now, I'm 23 and I've noticed a demand for practical astronomy to do the simple things like looking at the sky through a telescope. And it's that what I want to do in order to get more of us to feel more compelled to protect the night sky.
Amazing. It's great work you do, Josh. Enjoy tonight. I hope you get everything out of it that you've been waiting for. Josh Dury, thank you very much. Astronomer from Wales, photographer. Do check out his online social media pages. Enjoy tonight's Mars, closest to the Earth that it will be for the next 15 years. About 9 o'clock, you need to be out there.